shortlisted, that means our screening process was right. Suppose out of 4, only 3 got shortlisted, then you go back again and check with the HOD why that one is not shortlisted. What is the reason? So you understand the concepts, what went wrong, so that we learn in the process every time when we are doing something. First time when we are doing something as an HR, then you get used to it. Then you come to know, okay, this was the lacuna which was there, and we can go ahead and correct it. After that is done, then we have an interview finalized with the HOD. So we also discuss with the HOD who are the interview panel members. So accordingly, we call the candidates and we inform them, and that is called the interview call letter. Once the interview call letter goes, then we have to take the confirmation from the candidate that they are coming for the interview or not, because accordingly we'll have to inform our HODs, because they'll be waiting and they'll be giving a timing. So it should not happen that when the candidates are not coming, the HOD is waiting and they have currently some meetings, they have postponed the meeting and they're sitting for the recruitment process. Once everything is confirmed, and then the interview process starts, there's a selection process by the HOD, and then finally when candidates are shortlisted. For example, we took a case, if out of the 4, out of the 3, 2 candidates are good, 2 candidates are shortlisted, then what is the role of an HR, right? It is told that HR has to take a final call, who is the best. Then HR will shortlist, HR manager and the recruiter. They will shortlist based on the location or the salary, the notice period, the stability point of view. How good can the employee be tuned into the company? Okay, based on that, they get shortlisted, and finally we give an offer letter. This was the gist of what we did yesterday, right? Any doubts, students, still here? Done? Okay, so can we go ahead now?
Yes.
Okay, now the next is, we took an example. Let's say in our whole process which we did, we had Sheetal as a recruiter, we had Siddhant as the finance head, and then we had discussed that offer letter we are giving it to Divya. Okay, let's say now Divya, we're giving the offer letter, that is our new joinee. So out of all the candidates, 4 candidates, 2 got shortlisted, out of Divya and Prajwal, I suppose, both of them were. After that, we are giving the letter to Divya. So the other candidate, we're going to inform them that you are put on hold. Now, what should we do with the offer letter given to Divya? So how is the process going? So today we are going to understand what is the onboarding process. Okay, in practical, how does it happen in an organization? So yesterday, before ending the class, I was talking to you 2 things. Along with the offer letter, the HR or the recruiter will ensure that you also give them the background verification. You have to ensure that background verification is done, and also you give them a pre-employment medical checkup letter along with the offer letter. So yesterday I told you something about background verification. What was that? Anybody remembers? What did we discuss about background verification?
So
we could.
Yes, please continue. Yes.
So जो बड़े लेवल की companies है, they hire the consultancy, so they can visit and do the background verification. And for the small level companies, they only call the HR or the senior person they have in their company. But they should be asked that candidate first, then they can do the further process.
Correct. First, you should ask the consent from the employee. First, the employee has to give a consent. Okay, please go ahead for my background verification. That is very important step. When purposely, when you're giving it to an external agency, like we have KPMG who does the background verification, right? In Commerce Zone here, we have a KPMG, right? So there they have a big process or a big structure where there are a lot of background verifications process, and so there they have a criteria. So same way, this is what can be done. Okay, and next is, along with the offer letter, we also give a pre-employment medical checkup. That means the company gets, or the Tata Motor, for example, they will tie up with any of the hospitals nearby. It can be Lokmanya, Aditya Birla, anywhere they will tie up, and then the employee will go there and do the pre-employment medical checkup. So this is what we discussed about yesterday. Now, what to do, the next process about the HR as a recruiter. Now, here you're seeing this, the role, entire role is going around with the recruiter, right? Recruiter is the main focus area for this position. So that's why when you go into any company, a recruiter plays a very important role, not just for calling. Okay, that is something different. This recruiter position is very, very important, because right from the face of the organization is a recruiter. So if you get a job as a recruiter, doesn't mean that you're not doing anything. You're doing a very good job of understanding, bringing the people on the board. That is the biggest and a good job which a recruiter is doing. So once the offer letter is given, the job of a recruiter is not over. Now it is going to be much more, different what a recruiter has to do. That is what we are going to learn in the class. Now, example, the recruiter, I'll talk about Sheetal. Let's say now she's a recruiter for us. Now, once she has given the offer letter, now her job is to ensure what? Let's discuss one by one. First, what should she do now? एक बार offer letter दे दिया. Divya has taken the offer letter. Now, what is her role? हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे एज अ बिट टोल्ड yesterday. You can open up, we can talk, we can discuss. ठीक है? या क्या करेंगे अभी? नेक्स्ट रिक्रूटर शीतल को छोड़ के कोई और बोल सकते हैं?
पॉलिसीज डिस्कस करेंगे मैम.
हाँ बोलो, क्या करेंगे?
पॉलिसीज डिस्कस करेंगे उनके साथ.
ओके, राइट अवे पॉलिसी डिस्कस होगा. ऑफर दे दिया उसको, अभी हमारा रोल क्या है? पॉलिसी डिस्कस होगा लिटिल लेटर, बट नॉट नाउ. क्या करेंगे नेक्स्ट? ऑफर लेटर लेके गई हो घर पे, अभी हमको क्या करना है? एचआर का काम हो गया,
अकाउंट डिटेल्स वगैरह लेना,
अकाउंट्स वगैरह लेना है. ओके, थोड़ा बहुत क्लोज है, राइट? ओके, गुड, शी इज ट्राइंग.
डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पूरा लेना है.
हाँ, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पूरा लेना है. वो हमारा लेटर स्टेज पे आएंगे. डॉक्यूमेंटेशन लेना है, करेक्ट. उसके पहले हमको क्या करना है?
First, we should mail them for the confirmation.
हाँ.
And with their location and joining date.
Correct.
And ask them for the documents like previous salary slips, previous appointment letter, and other documents.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to add? Good. All the three have mentioned it correctly. Now, first, the recruiter's job is to do a follow-up. We discussed it yesterday. क्या follow-up करना है पहले? First follow-up is as the candidate gone for a pre-employment medical checkup, है ना? पहला हमारा, because I told you yesterday that offer letter में mention किया रहेगा that your job is consistent or it is prior to fitness of the medical certificate, right? अगर आपका medical certificate में fitness नहीं है, that this job may not be considered. Okay, for that first you have to follow with the candidate. Have you gone for a pre-employment medical checkup? अभी job mainly आप लोगों का क्या है? recruiter का follow pre-employment medical checkup. Because first, see, now I have come across cases where, like my team also, like when we were in HR also, sometimes what happens, candidates get the offer letter and if they're working, they go back and they resign from their current organization, right? They said, मुझे offer letter मिला, current organization में जाके resign करते. But never do that. Never, always tell the candidate, first do your pre-employment medical checkup or first wait for the background verification. After that, please put your papers. Sometimes it may happen that there are very few chances, but 1% or 0.99 or 0.8% chances हो सकता है कि might be your pre-employment medical checkup can come, as medically unfit. Then in that क्या करोगे? आपने current company में already resign कर दिया. So always as a recruiter, our job is to mention or is to tell the candidate, just wait for the pre-employment medical checkup to come. Just wait for the background verification to come and then put in your papers. That is the first step. But at the same time, follow that they go immediately for the pre-employment medical checkup, and our consultant, whomever we are giving for background verification, has to do it immediately within 2 to 3 days. This is always the prior step which you have to take care, because there are so many instances which has happened that sometimes it has medically unfit cases हो जाते. So first pre-employment medical checkup का follow up करो. Okay. Once you have got the fitness, that means what happened if, for example, if they go to, let's say Aditya Birla will send us the medical fitness to HR. So once HR gets the fitness, then you call up and tell the candidate that your medical fitness has come, please go ahead, or your background verification has come, please go ahead for the resignation process. So then the candidate can put in the papers. Understood this? This we have to take a note of it as an HR. Then the candidate will go for the resignation process. अभी एक बार resignation process के लिए गए, then again you have to follow up, have the person put the papers. अभी कभी-कभी होता है कि candidates wait and they will say my HOD is not here, or my HOD is traveling, or my HOD is out of India. They might give 10,000 of reason they have not put their papers. Then it is a wake-up call for us as a recruiter, thinking that might be this person may decline the offer decline कर देगी और उसके पास और 2 ऑफर हाथ में है. करेक्ट ना? हो सकता है ऐसा. Because we are at, see now, everything recruiter has to be very, very sharp in getting or should get up or understand if there is something going on in case the employee is not picking up the phone, in case the employee is not put the papers, in case the candidate, employment the candidate has not given us a resignation acceptance or not resignation acceptance, at least a confirmation that I have put my papers, I'll discuss with my HOD. No feedback is coming, that uska matlab hai ki that एम्प्लॉय के पास ऑफर लेके बैठा है और एक दो ऑफर है और दे ट्राई टू नेगोशिएट एंड गेट मोर हायर. So that is why in your offer you have to write there that you have to give us a confirmation on or before so and so date, which when we do the drafting of offer letter we will explain to you how it goes about. Got this? जब तक समझ में आ गया तो हमको क्या करना है, ऑफर लेटर देने के बाद फॉलोअप चालू रखना है फॉर प्री एम्प्लॉयमेंट मेडिकल चेकअप, बैकग्राउंड वेरिफिकेशन. ये दोनों होने के बाद वापस आपको फॉलोअप करना है कि आपने रिजाइन किया है कि नहीं, हैव यू पुट अप योर पेपर्स. एंड एक बार आपको कंफर्मेशन आ गया फ्रॉम द कैंडिडेट, यस आई हैव पुट माय पेपर्स, ओके, एंड द कैंडिडेट्स कंफर्मेशन आ गया कि रेजिग्नेशन एक्सेप्टेंस लेटर आपको लास्ट डे में मिलेगा, एटलीस्ट आपको एक नो ओके गो हेड नोटिस पे एज पर नोटिस पे रिलीव एज पर नोटिस पे ऐसा कुछ एक राइट अप मिला, दैट इज आल्सो इनफ फॉर यू फॉर द स्टार्ट. ओके, एक बार आपको कंफर्मेशन कैंडिडेट से मिल गया, then you will go ahead with the onboarding process. Once you get the confirmation, then you will go with onboarding. अभी onboarding में और I want to teach you something, because when we have observed as an HR case, it is not necessary that onboarding का मतलब है कि when the candidate come you start working. No, we have to start with pre-onboarding process. Now तुम लोग ने बोला documentation चाहिए, वो चाहिए, right? So we are going to go little more ahead and check कि pre-onboarding में क्या क्या करना चाहिए. Then only you will be a right HR when the employee comes in. Because अब देखो, when an employee is joining an organization, उसका बहुत कुछ prerequisites या एक idea रहेगा. When I go, my company should be like that. नहीं तो पहले दिन आएंगे उसको बिठा के रखेंगे पूरा दिन, then you call, then you make the again one form दो, फिर दूसरा form के लिए और एक घंटा ले. So this will show a very bad impression about the company. That's what I'm saying. HR is the face of the organization. So HR जैसे behave करते, the way we speak to people, the way we are professional, it always gives a demand for the organization. तो जब हम HR को hire करते, they see how professional we are, the way we speak, the way we are competent enough to handle people. So same thing, onboarding के लिए to be professional, we have to take care of pre-joining requirements. Now we'll understand what are the pre-joining requirements. Got it till here? यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया? Students, have you all understood till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody wants to add anything on this? Anybody
Yes,
wants
ma'am.
to share any experience किसी ने join किया था, and how did you find? How was it? No, how did they treat you? कैसे उन्होंने documentation किया? किसी का है experience ऐसा? Then you can share so the class also will understand. मतलब positive हो तो, or something for area of improvement, anything is there. Okay, now this is what I've just tried to do it, write it here, नहीं तो बहुत time जाएगा अपना pre-joining में. So this is what the joining formalities is. Now what happens is, what are the pre-joining formalities? The recruiter, again I told you the role is of a recruiter. So today now after the class is over, or we will try and see what is the job JD, like we have learned that in the recruitment session JD part. Sajan has taught you about the session about that. So let's see, we will make a JD of a recruiter based on the role play or the class which Sheetal is doing. Okay, we'll understand. So you'll remember what is the JD of a recruiter. So now what is the biggest role of a recruiter is, once the candidate has confirmed, yes, that she is joining, okay, then immediately I told you pre-joining requirements will start. That is called pre-joining formalities. So first pre-joining formalities है, what should the recruiter do? Okay, I'm just giving you step by step in simple process ताकि हम लोग apply कर पाएंगे. Okay, and this is what the organizations are doing and we should do as an HR. First, the moment हमको confirmation आ गया, we will inform our HR manager, whoever is the head of recruitment or who is the HOD. First, we should inform them that okay, we have got the confirmation from Divya, that because even the HR manager will have MIS meetings, or the person candidate HR manager might meet the finance HOD and he might ask, he or she might ask, when is my candidate joining? So the first input should be given to our HR head. saying that okay, the candidate is confirmed and the candidate is coming in. The first is HR manager को inform करना. Second is, now since the candidate is from the finance department, we have to inform the finance HOD. Okay, we will also put a date of joining for Divya. So when I do my confirmation, it will be easy for me. Let's put it here. Let's say now we are on 23rd yesterday, right? We did give the offer on 23rd. So what we can do, we will say that she is joining from, we'll put a date here. Let's say that she is joining. I'm just taking up the date. Let's say we will put it. Let me check the date from here. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's say she is joining from 3rd of March. Okay. I'm just giving a tentative date. Okay. Let's say now she's joining from 3rd March. For the class demo, we are just taking up that Divya is going to join us from 3rd March 2026. And you have got the confirmation from her. Let's say imagine that she's gone 1 month before, like around 2nd of February, she's got the interview done, and then she's done all the formalities and she's confirmed that she'll join from 3rd of March. The moment you get this data, you will inform your HOD, HR manager. Then the moment might be, let's say now we have given her offer on, let's say on 2nd of February, and then she's taken another 7 days, and then she's confirmed to us by mid of February that she's joining us. So by 15th of February, we have got a confirmation that Divya is joining. Okay, don't wait till 3rd of March to wait and see, okay, Divya will confirm. No, we'll have to wait, or by 1st or 2nd week tak hamara confirmation aa jani chahiye that she is joining us. The moment, let's say 15th or 16th of February, we got a confirmation, then we'll start with the pre-joining formalities. ये समझ में आ गया आपको? ज्वाइनिंग फॉर्मेलिटीज का डेट कब से तक आना चाहिए? 2 हफ्ते के अंदर हमको कंफर्मेशन डेट आनी चाहिए कैंडिडेट्स. ओके, एक बार ये आ गई, देन वी विल take a call, which I said is by 17th or so, we will inform the HR manager, we will inform the finance HOD. अभी हम लोग को क्यों finance HOD को pre में inform करना चाहिए? Written here, but still I just want to take your opinion. हम लोग क्यों finance HOD को पहले ही बता रहे that Divya is joining on 3rd of March? क्यों बताना जरूरी है? Any idea? Recruiter has to tell. Yes, students. Yes, Sandesh. Anything you want to convey? Yes, students. Who is there? या दिव्या बोलो, आपके ही नाम ले रहे हैं हम लोग. दिव्या, साक्षी. Anybody wants to convey?
शायद मैम आई थिंक मैम क्योंकि फाइनेंस हेड को सैलरी मैनेज करनी होती है, तो उनको एक आइडिया होनी चाहिए कौन से न्यू एम्प्लॉय ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, उनकी सैलरी मैनेज करनी होती है इसलिए.
ओके, ठीक है. Anybody else wants to say something? ठीक है, you can put in your views, not a problem. I told you yesterday only, there is no correct or wrong answer as far as we are learning now in the class, right? So that we can have a discussion about it. Okay, good. She added something. Anybody else want to say something? Adya, Sakshi. I'll have to call out the names, I suppose. Avinash. Yes. Are you all there? हो या Zoom on करके गए? Tanvi, are you there? सबका mic open है ना? You all can speak, right? Tanvi?
Ma'am.
Yes. हाँ, okay.
Sorry, ma'am, late.
नहीं, not an issue as far as you're speaking. बताओ मुझे क्यों फाइनेंस को इन्फॉर्म करना चाहिए पहले? अभी आज मैंने 6:30 किया था कि all are at home, right? The request which has come, so according to that we have started the class at 6:30. So मुझे बताओ क्यों फाइनेंस को HOD को क्यों इन्फॉर्म करना है? एक ने बोला सैलरी के पर्पस के लिए. किसी और को कुछ है बताना है?
हाय मैम, अगर फाइनेंस की डिपार्टमेंट की रिक्रूटमेंट है तो हमें उन्हें बताना होगा कि हमने देखा है.
वेरी गुड, सिंपल. बिकॉज फाइनेंस HOD है तो उसको पता होना चाहिए कि मेरा कैंडिडेट कभी ज्वाइन हो रहा है, राइट? नहीं तो बार बार वो रिक्रूटर को फोन करते बैठेंगे एज अ कैंडिडेट, बिकॉज ही आल्सो वांट्स. यस, सो वेरी ट्रू. सो दिस इज नेचुरल प्रोसेस. अगर आप R&D के किसी को ले रहे तो R&D HOD को बताना जरूरी है. नाउ द मेन थिंग हम लोग क्यों finance HOD, अभी हमारा finance HOD मतलब कैंडिडेट जो डिपार्टमेंट में ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं उनको क्यों बताना है, because it is very important before the candidate comes the HOD should understand कि मैं उसको कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट पे दूं काम, because sometimes it happens कोई एक्स पर्सन छोड़ के गए, उसी पर्सन का सेम काम हम लोग न्यू ज्वाइनिंग को देंगे, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट नाउअडेज. यू हैव टू चेक कि अभी का न्यू जो बंदी आई है दिव्या, शी माइट बी मोर इनटू, no, she's done her MBA in finance, she's got more knowledge, or she might have done her SAP. So उसके पास जो प्रोसेस नॉलेज है, it will be much more higher. Might be she can do more value addition. तो शायद उसको बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स पे हम लोग डाल सकते हैं. So accordingly your HOD will have to finalize and plan out and jot out कि what can be the list of projects we can give her. Because it is usually said that before a candidate comes in also, it आप उसको एक KRA बना के रखो, key result area. We are going to learn what is KRA and all लेटर क्लास. तो उस KRA बहुत जरूरी है. सो अकॉर्डिंगली आपको एक प्लान ऑफ एक्शन रहेगा कि जब आप ज्वाइन करोगे आपको पता रहेगा कि मुझे क्या करना है प्रोसेस. नहीं तो कभी कभी मैंने देखा है, बहुत बार होता है एज एन HR वी हैव ऑब्जर्व कि 6 मंथ्स होने के बाद भी उनको क्या करना है उनको पता नहीं. फिर 6 मंथ कंफर्मेशन के टाइम आएंगे तो फिर HOD विल से ओके दिस कैंडिडेट इज नॉट डूइंग गुड, प्रोविजन एक्सटेंड करो. बट कैंडिडेट से मुझे विजन कुछ नहीं पता है कि मुझे व्हाट आर माय टारगेट. सो दैट ऑल शुड बी अवॉइड करने के लिए इट्स एन HR's जॉब एज अ रिक्रूटर और एन HR मैनेजर. somebody has to push and ensure that जो डिपार्टमेंट में कैंडिडेट्स ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं उस डिपार्टमेंट की प्रोजेक्ट्स क्लैरिटी होना बहुत जरूरी है. एट द सेम टाइम देयर शुड बी अ KRA defined, not immediately but देना जरूरी है. I've observed big companies, good companies, when you get an offer your KRA is also given to you. There's a good that is the appropriate way of doing it. Or some companies में KRA सिस्टम ही नहीं होती है, employees will keep doing everything, ना उसको projections मिलती है, ना उसको कौन सा ट्रेनिंग देनी है पता नहीं. So that should not happen. So HR as a recruiter, we have to know very clearly the target has to be set, or the HOD should know on which project we have to work. That is why the moment Divya is informing or confirming, immediately the information goes to finance head. That we can't tell the finance head, please make the project. But as a finance head, the HOD has to be ready with the list of project. In case HOD new hai ya pata nahi hai, then your HR manager always can speak to or discuss with finance head and set up what are the projects to be done, what KRAs can be given. Can you just prepare about it and keep it? Okay. And next important cheez is very important is a finance head also should ensure that the new joinee gets a buddy. अभी हम लोग buddy के बारे में सीखेंगे. Anybody has got any idea about what is buddy? What is buddy?
Ma'am, whenever a new employee joins company, then company give him a friend who can help him to know about the culture, know about the office and the people, how they work. So there is a person who we can call buddy.
Very true. Good. Is it important? Organization में buddy होना जरूरी है?
For new candidate, it should be.
It should be there. Yes. A buddy is very important. नहीं तो सारे लोड HR के ऊपर आएंगे. Every single thing will come. The candidate will come and stand in front of us. But then the candidate should be comfortable at the department level. बार-बार HR में आके पूछो कैसा पूछो क्या पूछो. That's why it is better. Every company has put up this process, or many good companies have the process that they give a buddy to the new joinee. वे buddy new joinee कैसे दिया जाता है, क्या है? So as she rightly said, buddy is nothing but a friend in terms of getting all the basic requirements like simple policies क्या है, sitting arrangement क्या है, SIM card कहाँ पे मिलेगा, laptop, canteen, all this simple things which no need for the candidate or like Divya to come and check with Sheetal or the HR manager or the finance manager. She can go and talk to her buddy. Now, who will nominate a buddy? It is the responsibility of the HOD to nominate the buddy. अभी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि कैंडिडेट्स कम एंड और द डिपार्टमेंट HOD बोलते हैं कि HR को ही बडी नॉमिनेट करना चाहिए. बट HR नहीं बडी नॉमिनेट कर सकता है बिकॉज इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट द कैंडिडेट इज वर्किंग. Suppose Divya is going to work on a new project and you have somebody already working in that project in a senior level and उसके अंडर में अगर डाल रहे तो that person can be a buddy. But buddy को हमेशा हम लोग ने देखा है buddy can be from the same grade होना बेटर है ताकि compatibility easy होता है. थोड़ा भी हायर लेवल गए तो शायद उनको feel good factor नहीं हो सकता है. That is why we try and give a buddy of the same designation or the same grade. Might be of the, let's say the qualification can't be done, but same designation. For example, अगर वो senior executive finance में है, तो might be somebody from the senior executive level can be the buddy of the candidate. Now here, let's say हमारा इसमें दिव्या का buddy है नितिन. For example, let's say now Nitin is the buddy for Divya. तो अभी नितिन का job, immediately the name will come from the finance head to the HR, to the recruiter, that for Divya, buddy, we are giving as Nitin Pawar. Now, उसका मतलब है, if you want to be a buddy, what all qualities you require as a buddy? कोई भी buddy बनना इतना आसान नहीं है, right? So, buddy means you have to be a person who can be a self-initiator, okay? Like, person can train. It can be from any level, any grade. अगर मुझे कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है, even assistant level पे भी हम लोग buddy देंगे तो अच्छा हो जाएगा, because क्या-क्या होता है, they are good at training, they are good at time management, they have a positive attitude, they are goal oriented, okay? They are higher level, मतलब उनकी leadership qualities build कर सकते हैं. That means what as an HR we are doing, we are trying to build leaders right from the smaller grade, है ना? हर level में हम लोग एक second in line को create कर रहे हैं.